All right, first and foremost, I give all praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High God, Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, who the word in me called Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai. It's your brother, Chief Priest Alazar Ben Lawyer, aka the Guerrilla Hebrew, back again. Third time in, when we start, nearly 12 hours, a little less than 12 hours. So today, I brought on a brother named Qana Lawah. I brought that brother on to, build and discuss with him. Now, here's what we have to understand. Because a lot of brothers on YouTube aren't familiar about some of the madness and Facebook's goings on. So there is a heresy, what we call the Negro-only heresy. So there is a segment of the Israelite community that believes only people who are of Negro descent, who came through the transatlantic slave trade, and Africans in Africa are Hebrew Israelites. You have that portion. Typically what they do is vex our Latino and indigenous or Amerindian brothers, all right, who are of the northern kingdom. They vex them, as it is prophesied, Judah vexes Ephraim. As a result of that, you have a rise that's really not all that big, but you have, maybe a dozen or maybe 2 dozen so-called Latino indigenous brothers who have begun to combat that through doing what we call the Latino-only doctrine, or a more leaning towards the Israelites are more so Latino and Amerindian than they are Negro. That doctrine. So there's been a lot of confusion, a lot of hoopla, and a lot of things that's been said in regards to those doctrines on Facebook and all this arguing. So the purpose of us bringing the brother Qana Lawah on was for me to build with that brother and get an understanding of his point of view and perspective according to the Bible. And this is what has to be understood. And the reason I'm doing this video is because since then, this Negro has took to Facebook and said all kind of stuff because he's upset that I allowed the brother Jashub, who he named and said things about and dirtied in his presentation. I allow him to also bring a presentation. Like, this is the stuff that it just mind boggles me. Number one, you brought up a brother's name in your presentation, a brother I know personally, a brother who, not knowing me from outside of the internet, the first time I'm in his city, went out of his way to take me out to dinner, meet his wife. And I'm supposed to just let you say whatever you want and not let that brother also defend his stance? I just got to let you defend your stance? That's madness, man. I try to be cool, and I just literally lent my platform. You don't have a huge following on Facebook or YouTube. So I lent my platform to you so your cause could be heard, and I'm dishonorable. And now you have all these things to say about me? The gloves is off now. I try to be cool with niggas, and this is how niggas act, man. I don't have to let you niggas on my fucking platform, bro. I don't. I came up here and was cool. Let you get away with all kind of shit. Didn't bring you on for a fucking debate, bro. Excuse my language. I didn't bring you on for no debate. And you know that. We built, bro. Like, this stuff is crazy, man. It's truthfully crazy. The type of stuff Israel be doing, man. Israel is just out of their damn mind, bro. Israel is out of their mind, man. But that's all right. We're gonna get to the bottom of some stuff tonight. I'm gonna tell you that now. We're gonna get to the bottom of some stuff tonight. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. This morning, we're going to get to the bottom of some stuff in the spirit. All right. Let me just show some stuff. Let's go here. Shalom to everybody. I'll start looking at the chat in a minute. We got to get down to this business stuff, because this is how I'm feeling right now. That's exactly how I feel right now. You know, I try to be cool, but I'm going to have to get out this car. But guess what? Ain't no Dave Chappelle to save the whole today. Ain't no Dave Chappelle. I'm going to just show y'all this, what the dude took to Facebook and did. Right? I'm going to show you. So Ayash, I thought, which we're going to get to this clown in a minute. He said, it's Sakari and the rest of the Hebrew community got a small lecture by priest Qana Lawah. I hope everyone took notes. And we did. He went into a lot of information. And like, the pride of people is so crazy. People think, people act like because you learn something from somebody that like that's bad. I like to consider myself a master student. I like to consider everybody I come into contact with a teacher in one degree or another, because I like to learn things from everybody I encounter. And I have never ran from or concealed the fact that Qana Lawah is a very studied and informed and educated brother. He has a lot of sources, both dealing historically and with the Torah. And I have certainly learned powerful and important and impactful information from the brother. I have never ran from that. And he dropped some also earlier today on the live stream. I have never and would never run from that. And I give the brother his just due and props, man. I have no problem with that at all. Does that mean I agree with everything he says? No, I don't. But that doesn't mean the brother didn't bring out good information or doesn't bring out good information. Now, but Ayash, I thought, says even Alazar was in agreement the whole time. I wasn't necessarily in agreement the whole time. I could say I was in agreement a lot of the time, the majority of the time, certainly. But for you to deduce that I agree with everything he said just because I didn't automatically jump on it or speak against it or, you know, combat or be contentious towards it, that's false. If I follow your logic, you have to understand Qana Lawah has made countless videos in regards to saying Bahashem Yahawashai after you say the word Yahweh. He's spoken against it immensely. He thinks of it as a vile thing to do. But I did it twice in front of him, and he didn't jump up and speak against it. Does that mean he's in agreement with that? No, I wouldn't say that. The same way that you can't deduce that I'm in agreement with things he said because I didn't jump down his throat anytime I heard something I disagreed with. I wanted to give this brother, I wanted to ask him key questions about his understanding, his point of view, and I wanted him to expound on it so we could have an understanding. Why? Because that's what the Holy Bible, that's what the Tawara instructs me to do, because that's what Tawara means, instructions that guide you to build a structure, to edify, to build the temple. That's what it tells me to do. So I followed that, unlike you niggas. And then I'm faulted for following. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. But this isn't the point. I want to get to this point. This post. He fucking dishonorable cowards. That's what's said here. Fucking dishonorable cowards. Liked by all of 5 people. Okay? Interesting. Dishonorable cowards. Right? I'm a dishonorable coward because I let you state your stance, and I let the person who you name by name, who you are in contention with, also come on and state his stance. That makes me dishonorable. To me, that makes me the most honorable. If I just would have let you on and not let Joshua, a brother who I know, who I've met in the flesh again, a brother who's treated me to dinner without knowing me really from anything outside of YouTube and Facebook, a brother who lives in this city, a brother whose family I've met, broke bread with, you know, that would be uncivilized. That would be dishonorable. So So here I was tagged in this by Martha Zion, and she says this. Qana, that was crazy. Alazar Baloya wasn't saying all of that to you on your live session, and then wants to do all that talking on the other live session immediately after. Who does that? What all talk? I let the brother present, and then I built with certain points he made. This it's essentially the same thing that I did with Qana. I did more talking in the Qana build than I did in the Joshua build. And I let the Qana thing run over. It was at least a half an hour, 20 to 30 minutes longer. So I don't understand what I did that was so wrong. I would love somebody to demonstrate that to me. Qana continues with, ha, 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 you have no idea. Caught him doing witchcraft too. Qana, I would love for you to demonstrate what witchcraft I did. Can you do us a favor and make a video and give me the timestamp for when I did witchcraft? And if I in fact did witchcraft, why wouldn't you say something live when I did it? The Tawara instructs us to not suffer a witch to live. So why would you allow me and let me do witchcraft and not say or do anything about it? You see how inconsistent the things you say are? Do you see, and we're going to expose some more. Do you see how anti-Torah your actions are? And you know what? Now that we're talking about inconsistent things, he made statements that the ancient Israelites are not Negro, right? He said that. And he also made statements that the native peoples don't descend from Negro, but rather the Israelites that are Negro only became Negro through mixing with Hamites. All that's very interesting to me. That is extremely interesting. Matter of fact, you know what? We're going to get to that in a minute. Salaki. Don't y'all worry, right here. What is a Negro? This is what the deacon asked Qana. What is a Negro? The word, like people, he said both. The word means black, like Cush. In fact, both Cush and Ethiopians mean Negro. So he means black like Cushites or Ethiopians or Negroes. That's what he says, right? Now watch this. This is a video of Qana Lawah, right? Y'all see it on his page.
You had little like these little racks and stuff set up to where they would sacrifice, and then check this out.
Listen close. He's hype about this. Check this out.
Oh, man, this was so crazy. They put it in the book. Look at these people. They're all dark, man. They're all dark, and they look so-called Negro, and they look Indian, which Indians are Negroes too. You can look up. That's one thing Lifeswell's good for.
He just said they look Indian and they look Negro, which Indians are Negro. But wait, I thought Indians weren't Negro, and I thought the Israelites of old aren't Negro. And the only ones that are only became so through mixing with Hamites. You see how much of a double talker this dude is? It's all right, though. Sirach 5:14. Be not called a whisperer, and lie not in wait with thy tongue, for a foul shame is upon the thief, and an evil condemnation upon the double tongue. You've been exposed for having a double tongue. And then you're still playing cool with us while you're talking about us on your page like we don't see it and we're not friends with you. It's madness. Because it's Sirach 5:9. Winnow not with every wind, and go not into every way, for doth the sinner that hath a double tongue. Instead of a friend, become not an enemy. You see that? We was cool. We was friends. And we are advised to not become enemies of one another. For thereby shall that inherit an ill name, shame, and reproach. And that's what you're getting now through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Even so shall a sinner that hath a double tongue. You shall inherit an ill name, shame, and reproach, because you went out of your way to become an enemy to someone who was nothing but friendly to you out of some form of stupidity. I don't even understand. But it's all right. Sirach 1:28. Distrust not the fear of Yahweh when thou art poor, and come not unto him with a double heart. That's what you have, bro. You have a double heart, because here you are saying something different from what you've been saying. Saying something entirely different. What sense do that make, man? Hold on. Getting a message. Let me deal with this. Hold on one second. My fault. I'm trying to figure out how to turn. I'm trying to figure out how to turn this Facebook Messenger off because I don't want it to keep popping up and people keep. I'm in Facebook jail anyway. I don't even know why anybody is messaging me. Whatever. I'm sorry. So let me go back to the screen share though, so we can show more of this double tongue because it's more than I just played. So let's keep going on this because let's see what he's saying, and it contradicts what he just got on the live and said hours ago.
Sacrifice. And then check this out, man. This is what's so crazy. They put it in the book. Look at these people. They're all dark, man. They're all dark, and they look so-called Negro, and they look Indian, which Indians are Negroes too. You can look up. That's one thing Lexwell's good for.
Oh, I thought Indians aren't Negroes.
He brought out the Oxford Dictionary.
He said Negro means Ethiopian or black. That's what he said.
Dictionary. If you look at the definition, I think it was for nigger. I think it was a native Indian, an American Indian, a native Indian. Aboriginal, which goes in with the other book that I brought out from the woman that was half Negro, half native, and she said that the term Negro was actually attributed to the Indians first, and then it was attributed to the brothers that were brought over from the South.
He said the what? The brothers, not the Canaanites, not the Hamites, like he's saying now. He said the brothers that were brought over on those boats. But now it's only 75 to 60, and only 25 to 35% of the Negro brought on the boat is an Israelite. He just identified all of us as the brothers. See that? You see the double tongue? Again. Be not called a whisperer, and lie not in wait with thy tongue, for a foul shame is upon the thief, and an evil condemnation upon the double tongue. For so doth the sinner that hath a double tongue. Instead of a friend, become not an enemy, for thereby thou shalt inherit an ill name, shame, and reproach. Even so shall a sinner that hath a double tongue. That's you, nigga.
It's just a name for us all. All Israelites were called Negro. It just means it's black. It go back to the Spanish.
He just said all Israelites are Negro, all Israelites are black. That's what this nigga just said. But he just got on my goddamn live stream hours ago and said something totally goddamn different. But I'm dishonorable. And I'm a fucking nigga, shut the hell up, man. You niggas is testing my goddamn nerves, man. Y'all fucking with the wrong one. Excuse my language, man. Got me all out of character, niggas. 5 in the morning. Y'all messing with the wrong one. I try to be being cool with niggas, bro, because I don't want to have to do this to niggas through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh. But understand, I'm toting Samuel's sword, nigga. Yeah, you know the one. You know the one that Agag got diced to bits with? That's what I'm swinging. And I say that boldly. Ridiculous. Nigga gonna try to say something about somebody, act like you so goddamn deep. You and them 5 niggas and all of y'all don't even have the same breakdown. Y'all got nerve. Check your goddamn self. And maybe go clean your YouTube up before like nigga, like I don't know your videos, man. Like I ain't been watching your videos going back years. Man, you got me bent back, bro. Hell is wrong with y'all? I'm so through with niggas, man. I'm through. I want y'all to hear this one more time before I move on from it.
Was half Negro, half native, and she said that the term Negro was actually attributed to the Indians first, and then it was attributed to the brothers that were brought over from the South. Well, it's just a name.
He's saying the people of the transatlantic slave trade are Israelites.
For us all Israelites were called Negro. It just means it's black. It go back to.
He said Negro or black is a name for all Israelites, indigenous or those that came over in the transatlantic slave trade. That's what he's saying. Contradicting an entire opposite thing he just said hours ago. So which one is it, nigga? Let me know. Ridiculous, man. Utterly ridiculous. Anyway, moving on. Matter of fact, before I even do that, let me just read the Bible. What's wrong? I'm gonna read the Bible first. I was told it was said of me that I have no honor. Let's see what Yahweh has to say about that in his holy Lawah. Let's go to Deuteronomy 1. And I'll start at verse 16. And I charge your judges. So if you're a judge of Israel, you have a charge, an order, a command at that time saying, hear the causes between your brethren and judge righteously between every man and his brother. So you have a point of contention, Qana, with a brother named Joshua that I know and I love. And I love you as well and know you as well. I'm supposed to hear both and judge righteously between your causes. That's a job. That is a commandment in the Lawah. But I'm dishonorable for keeping Torah? That sounds about right. And judge righteously between every man and his brother and the stranger that is with him. Ye shall not respect persons in judgment, but ye shall hear the small as well as the great. I'm supposed to hear both and not respect persons and weigh out in a balance each side and then make a judgment and decision. Right? Which, of course, I lean towards Joshua in this. Not that you didn't present good information and not that I didn't agree with a lot of things that you said. Right? But I didn't even make a declarative statement as to who I sided with more at all. I stayed neutral and added on to the points of each that I thought were good. Period. You shall not respect persons in judgment, but you shall hear the small as well as the great. You shall not be afraid of the face of man, for the judgment is the Most High's. And the cause that is too hard for you, bring unto me, and I will hear it. And I command you at that time all things which you should do. So this is a commandment. So I'm following the Lawah. That's what I'm doing. And that's what I'm going to stay doing through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, if it be the Father's will. Not pleasing man. Not respecting persons. Not, oh, I'm cool with Qana, so I'm going to just let Qana get that off and not let a brother come and also plead his cause. Nah, damn that. And shout out to my brother Joshua, who had a beautiful presentation and articulated himself well. And guess what? I believe Qana articulated himself well also. I don't agree with everything, but I believe he articulated himself well. I believe he's well studied. I have no problem, even now with him dirting and saying what he's saying. I still don't have a problem with that. But nigga, you did double talk. You're saying the opposite of what you have on your videos. You've taught hundreds of people of the nation have watched you say that all the tribes are Negro. Now you're saying the opposite. So let me go to Sirach 11:7. Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first and then rebuke. I can't give a blame. I'm hearing from third parties what's going on Facebook comment boards of arguments that people are having. I need to understand the stance that you take, your position, your understanding of these situations. I have to understand these things. How can I understand if I haven't examined? So I brought you on so I can understand your point of view and examine what you're saying before I can then try to rebuke it or try to combat it. That's not strategic. A lot of y'all you guys don't understand how to wage warfare. And that's why y'all don't understand certain moves that get made. Because you don't understand how to wage warfare, because that's not a blessing that the Most High has bestowed upon you, which is fine. But when you see brothers who are blessed with the ability and skill of warfare through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, let that man move and wage his war. Whether physically, spiritually, ideologically, philosophically, whatever. Let the brothers who are skilled in warfare wage their war. I like to understand. I like to be comprehensive. before I attempt to go against somebody and combat somebody. That's why I ask and pose questions. And guess what? I asked questions and he answered the opposite of how I anticipated him to answer in certain instances. And the way he answered, I was in full agreement with. So then what is my point of contention? If I ask you a question, I think you're going to answer it this way, but you answer it the same way I would. What am I going to contend with you about? It don't even make sense. Niggas are stupid, man. Shut up. Right? More Bible verses, though. I got more of the Bible. Let's go to the book of Proverbs, which all I'm doing is following the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. For the record, all I'm doing is following the Bible, which Israel has always had a problem with. You know, so I'm going to be honest with you. I'm offended, Qana. I'm very offended that you would take to Facebook and do what you did. But what can I expect? You know, you deny the king, Yahushua, and I guess that this type of ignoble behavior is expected of you. This is Proverbs 18:13. He that answereth a matter before he heareth it, it is folly and shame unto him. So how would I try to combat his ideology and his understanding if I don't know about it? I don't understand it. I need to talk to him and analyze what he's saying. And go back, and he cited sources, and I wrote sources down that he said and certain things that he said down. And I have to do my due diligence in looking into it, not spew rhetoric, not emotionally try to go against him or do the first thing that pops into my head. That's not how a true war chief would wage war. It's not. I'm sorry. That's how somebody who only cares about a battle and not a whole war would wage war. And that person loses battles also. You have to pick your battles in order to win wars, man. This is something that I have full understanding of, that I've been granted from Yahweh in heaven by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Period. Everybody else may not understand that, but I would hope that you would. Moving on, I got another scripture here in another one of the books of wisdom. The book of Job. Oh, man. We're going to get Job 29:16. It says, I was a father to the poor, and the cause which I knew not, I searched out. So I didn't have a full comprehension and grasp upon the cause of Qana Lawah. So I searched it out by allowing him to come on my platform and present, ask questions. And then I downloaded the information and understood, man. You know, and trying to understand what he's saying, even though I can go to his YouTube channel and play him contradicting statements that he made just tonight. Which one is it? Are they all Negro or not? Are we all black, or is it the opposite? That's what Qana Lawah is not making clear. All right? Not making clear whatsoever. I want to go. Let me see here. 1 second. Now, he's in bed with this silly Hispanic misled Issachar, right, brother? All right? Named Ayash Athak, a true clown. Watch this. So, let's analyze the comments of the guy you're in bed with, Qana. Look what he said just 3 months ago. He said the Anunnaki, led by the great god Anu and his son Enlil, Yahweh. He's saying Yahweh is the son of a false idol named Anu. That's what he said. The Most High God, Yahweh. Right? Watch this. Look what else he said. A lot of Judeo-Christian religions of the world have been worshiping a demiurge called Yahweh, who steals, kills, and destroys. What is the definition of a demiurge? A heavenly being subordinate to the supreme being. He's saying Yahweh is subordinate to somebody and not the supreme being. This was just 2 months ago. Let's see what he said. What is this? 4 months ago? Tablets 13 and 14, the memoirs of Enki. If I'm not mistaken, this was the council of Anu and his 3 sons, Enki, the creator of mankind, and Enlil, the great commander of earth, aka Yahweh. You see that? You see what he's saying about Yahweh? And this is your man, but you fight for Yahweh Akkad. You're the great warrior for Yahweh Akkad, as you claim. But you allow this man to make these statements about Yahweh? Still up on Facebook, accessible? When has he repented from this? Okay. Leviticus 19:12. and ye shall not swear by my name falsely, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am Yahweh. That's what he did. He violated Thawarah, Torah, commandment. You shall not profane the name of your God, Yahweh. He profaned the name by saying he was Enlil, by saying he was a demiurge that's not a supreme being. That is a profanation of the holy and blessed Hashem of Yahweh. Let's see what this word profane is in the Hebrew. H2490, kalal, to profane, defile, pollute, desecrate, to defile oneself, to profane, make common, defile, pollute, to violate the honor of, to dishonor. He has dishonored the name of Yahweh by saying he was some fake made up God. And that's your man? That's your man. Nigga, you better check the circle that you running with. Look at him. Slapping hands with this nigga on Facebook. You crazy? Deuteronomy 5:11. More Torah. Thou shalt not take the name of Yahweh thy power in vain, for Yahweh will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. You ain't gonna be guiltless for that, man. He got a sure punishment coming for that. And where are you at fighting for Yahweh on this Qana? Let's see what vain is. Emptiness, vanity, falsehood. You shall not say a falsehood about Yahweh. Saying that he is some make-believe God in Lil is false, lying on Yahweh. Basically saying Yahweh is worthless. Vanity. But that's cool. That's all right. Nigga, are you out of your goddamn mind? Let's go here. Let's go more Torah. Since we all about the Torah, let's go to the Torah. Leviticus 24:15, right? And thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, saying, whosoever curseth the Most High shall bear his sin. That nigga got to bear his sin for cursing the Most High. 16, and he that blasphemeth the name of Yahweh, which this nigga did, he shall surely be put to death. That nigga Ayasha thought that you slapping hands with, Yahweh in the Torah said that nigga should die. But I'm dishonorable. While you join in league with a blasphemer, nigga, please. And all the congregation shall certainly stone him, as well as the stranger, as he that is born in the land, when he blasphemeth the name of Yahweh shall be put to death. No way around that. And y'all don't believe in Yahweh Shah, so where the grace there? None. He got to get put to death according to Torah. But that's your man's. Let's go here. Psalms 94:20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law? What is fellowship? Because that's what you do. You fellowship with a throne of iniquity that's blasphemous, right? Literally blaspheming the name of Yahweh, right? What is fellowship? The word kabar, which means to unite, join, bind together, be joined, be coupled, be in league, heap up, have fellowship with. Also, it means to be a comrade of, or to be a charmer. That's interesting, a charmer. To tie magic charms, charm, to unite, join, ally, make an alliance, lead together. You see that? And you in league with this nigga, charming, tie magic charm with this nigga, who is blaspheming the name of Yahweh. But you know, I'm ignoble. I'm as he said, what did he say? I'm doing witchcraft. What else this nigga said? Oh, he said, you guys see the lies and deception, how these camp priests operate, no honor. Well, I honestly thank that motherfucker for being honorable towards me. Now it's over. It's war. It's okay. They don't realize that they did what I wanted them to do. All a part of the plan. Haha, for the glory of Yahweh. Well, you know, your man blasphemed Yahweh. Are you going to wage a war against him? This is crazy. This is like Jake is out of their mind. Seriously. It's sad, it's pathetic, it's crazy. I don't understand it. I truthfully don't understand what the hell is wrong with niggas. But I want to play this again. Mind you, hold on. Matter of fact, let me go here. He says here, Deacon asks him, what is a Negro? He says the word means black like ham and kush. So Negro means black like ham and kush. Remember that. Watch what he says here.
Sacrifice. And then check this out, man. This is what's so crazy. They put it in the book. Look at these people. They're all dark, man. They're all dark, and they look so-called Negro, and they look Indian, which Indians are Negroes too. You can look up. That's one thing Lexwell's good for. He brought out the Oxford Dictionary. In the Oxford Dictionary, if you look,
he just said Indians are Negro, which means, according to him, black like ham and kush. He just said it. Opposite of what he said earlier. He just said it on this video.
The definition, I think it was for nigger. I think it was a native Indian, an American Indian, a native Indian, Aboriginal, which goes in with the other book that I brought out from the woman that was half Negro, half native. And she said that the term Negro was actually attributed to the Indians first, and then it was attributed to the brothers that were brought over from the south. Well, it's just a name for us all.
He just said that it was brothers, Israelites, that were brought over in the transatlantic slave trade, also contradicted another point he made.
All Israelites were called Negro. It just means it's black.
All Israelites, all tribes, even the indigenous were called Negro. It means black, or as he says, like ham and kush. This is his own mouth condemning him like it says in Job. All this double talking. All praise Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. But constantly revealing the wicked. Constantly. All praise Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, now let me. I'm gonna start looking in the chat now. Let's see what's in the chat. Let's see what's in the chat. Well, they always kill themselves. Let's give the Most High a hand. Let's give Yahweh a hand. Wow. You know, I just be trying to be cool with niggas, man. You know, and show love, especially for, you know, dealing with the Northern Kingdom. Like, I understand that the North is being vexed. I'm just trying to show love. Like, we just had a beautiful joint with the brother Nazar. You feel me? And I thought that was, and I was in that same spirit with dealing with Qana, man. I've been cool with this dude. Super cool. and this is how this fucking thanks I get, man. So now the heavy guns gotta come out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Yeah, they always at work, man. They always at work, soldier. It's cold, man. We working on getting another classroom, but we'll be Elm Street tomorrow or later tonight, and main spot, Main and Griffin on Saturday. Yeah, the hippie dude. Oh, goodness gracious. Qana, because that's bad. That's bad. It was point blank. Y'all heard what he said on earlier. And then niggas got to stop playing with me, because I can start really being an asshole. I can make that whole thing from earlier disappear if I wanted to. Then what? Yeah, and what's cold is this, y'all. He dirted DNA. He spoke against Esau's DNA. Then he spoke to it when it worked for him. Now he's saying his DNA said he's Native American. He told me, and I might try to find it. He told me that his like great grandfather was like an Afro Mexican. Like he's black, like his lineage goes back to black. How do I think that's the way to do it. See, let me try to find this real quick. Search in Messenger. Okay. And that's the thing, like, this is a brother who, like, a lot of people talked a lot of shit about. And I gave him the benefit of the doubt. And like I said, I supported him. And, you know, he has some good information for certain. Everybody, I remember when they kicked him out of tour nights or he left or however it went, and everybody was against him. I remember that, bro. I remember that vividly. And I was like, you know what? Let me see what he's talking about. Because he made a statement about the dealing with the temple knowledge, the Torah tabernacle knowledge, and he made a statement in regards to the incense altar being being representing the vocal box, and Judah Nasher was saying the heart, and I agree with him with Qana on that because it made more sense, of course, because we know that the incense altar is likened unto the prayers of the elect, and you know the smoke of the incense goes to the Most High, the prayer. So it makes sense that that's the vocal box, more so than the physical heart that just pumps blood. You feel me? So I start listening to him, and like I said, and I'm still, even though with all this, I'm still not gonna just say the nigga's bugged out, and he don't have information. All praise. Shout out to the bro Jashu, who just texted me. Big shout out to that brother, man. I can't believe how somebody can get upset that I let you say what you want, and then I let the guy who you mentioned, who is opposing to you, say what he wanted to say. I mean, I just never understand it. Salaki, if y'all in the chat, I'm gonna be right back. I just want to see something. If I could find this. Watch, I'm gonna show y'all something in a second. Too, because he did a horrible exegesis or breakdown on Ezekiel 28, and I let him do it because it was a part of his presentation. But now we're gonna reanalyze it in a second too. Don't let me forget to do that. I want to take a look at something. One second. Man. Look, here's what's funny, right? They're saying, oh yeah, this dude, he taught him all this great information. He was speechless, all this stuff, which I have, again, no problem with admitting or saying that I learned. I've learned from this brother. Look what he just said, though. It's a message that he sent me about a video I made. Yo, I just finished your joint. That shit was off the fucking chain. Damn, son, you destroyed that fool. The whole congregation needs to stone that piece of shit witch for the atrocities he has committed on our people and our temple. He said that predicated upon a video I made. Right? But, you know, which is not a problem. Brothers learn from one another. That's what we're supposed to be doing, man. But they're making a big deal as if this nigga's some master teacher just because I say I've learned from the brother. Hold on. I'm going to look for just a couple more seconds because I promise you, this nigga told me some stuff like his great-granddaddy was a Negro. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Okay. Watch this. Got him. All praise you. How about you, shot? Watch this. Got him. Watch this. Lion ass, bitch ass nigga. Watch out. Qana Lawah, boy, you should, man, Yahweh's against you, nigga. It's crazy. Even though I have a majority native blood, and but that's according to a DNA test, which he admitted. And my wife is pure native. My son has an afro, and I had an afro, and my father has one, and his pops was black. But all we know is he was brought from Mexico to New Mexico as a slave to build churches in the Manzano Apple Mountains. He was dark as fuck and had a nose wide as a highway, but he mixed with Aztec, and their son mixed with Apache, and they produced my pops, then me. Again, this nigga just said that his great-grandfather is a Negro. Nigga, clock the fuck out. Oh, man, clock out, man. Clock the fuck out. All praise Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You false prophets, you evil, satanic, wicked niggas are getting exposed. Nigga, you should have, man. But I praise Yahweh, man. I praise Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Why? Because he set all this up perfect, man. I wanted to be cool, man. I didn't have that ill will and ill intention. Then I let my brother come and defend his stance also, whom you mentioned by name. Then your whole ass gonna run and talk all that mess. Here, Deacon calling me, yo, man, get on these niggas. Fuck these niggas, man. I'm like, nah, it's all good. It's all good. But then I seen your whole ass post. Now I'm on your ass, Mr. Postman. I'm on your ass. Now look, nigga. Look what happened, nigga. All this stuff that don't nobody know about because all these new flunkies you got don't watch your videos, don't know the Torah, don't know shit. I watch your videos, nigga, and I've had in-depth conversation with you for years. Again, what this nigga say? I had an afro, and my father has one, and his pops was black. But we know he was brought from Mexico, which there were an importation of black slaves into Mexico. Look up Veracruz, look up Yanga, etc. No, he was brought from Mexico to New Mexico as a slave to build churches. He was dark as fuck and had a nose as wide as a highway, but he mixed with Aztec, and their son mixed with Apache, and they produced my pops than me. So according to you, you started out Negro, and now you look light through mixing. The same thing you're saying in this video, but now you're contradicting and going against. All praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Nigga, you should have watched your mouth and stayed in your place. But you see how Yahweh set you up to get revealed? You see that? You've been played, nigga, by the Most High God. Person you can't run from. Now I'm back in the chat. All praise Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. All praise Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It's live right this second. The chat is going nuts. Yahweh, man, My God is an awesome God. He reigns. That's how I feel right now, man. He played exactly, Daniel. The nigga played himself. All praise to Kamaya. We got receipts, baby. We got receipts. Yeah, so he's a Can RL. So yeah, this nigga's a Canaanite too then. He's a Canaanite too then, according to his own man, bro. Oh man, I knew I wasn't tripping. I knew I heard the nigga say. I knew I remember him saying it. I knew it. All praise you, how about you, man? Let me hurry up and get a screenshot of this. Like you said, for the nigga deletes it. And I already got that. I got that video that he said that on downloaded. So there's nothing he can do about that. I downloaded it ASAP. Make sure all that is in there. Is it legible here? Yep. All praise you. How about you, man? Shot. Played the game, bro. You played the game, man. Qana the Canaanite. Exactly, Andre. Got the receipts. All praise you, how about you, Meow. But see, Yahweh, once Yahweh set his face against you, there's nothing you can do. Sakari is not an acronym, derail. Sakari was an ancient sect of Israelites who were zealots and who were rebelling against the Roman Empire and against Israelites who were Roman sympathizers. They were a radical movement. They're the ones who were the last to leave Israel and hold down Masada and etc. So we try to harness that energy on the spiritual level to be spiritual zealots, and we adopted that name. All praise Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Tazapanya. Yeah, he definitely gonna cry in the car. Yo, who is this? Sakari, who is Sakari Seattle right now? Who's under that? Deacon, is that you? I thought you was in here on water. God, you crazy as hell, man. All praise Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Yeah, no, you know what? Before I forget, let's go to Ezekiel 28 because he did a horrible job of exegeting or breaking this down. So I want to go here to Ezekiel, the holy priest, Kazakala in the Hebrew, a powerful young Levitical brother. Ezekiel 28, right? Did a horrible exegesis on this, right? And it said, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, saying to the prince of Tyre, so the people of Tyre who are Canaanites, thus saith Yahweh, power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am God. I am a God, rather. I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas. What is it in the midst of the seas? Literally, because Tyrus is on the Mediterranean coast, not because they're in spiritual Babylon. And Babylon, that was bad. And Babylon being on rivers is New Testament, which you don't believe in. You see the game niggas play though? And I could have got you there. But I was cool with you, bro. Then I let the other bro come on and give his presentation. Could have got your ass there very simply. But I'm cooling, bro. I don't want to have to just be Guerrilla all the time. But I see what Yahweh wants. So I'm not going to fight with the will of Yahweh. All praise Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. Continuing on. Yet thou art a man and not the Most High, though thou set thine heart as the heart of the Most High. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. Of course, because the Canaanites did have wisdom and prowess in dealing in merchandise, in dealing with maritime sailing. They were very wise. No one's denying that. With thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches. How did they get riches? Through wisdom and understanding. The black people in America have riches. Yes, we're the biggest consumers, but we don't have the most riches. We are actually at the bottom of richness or wealth in the country. And as time goes, we are on a projected path to decrease even more in wealth. Right? Thumya, he believes that's the northern kingdom coming over here. Moving on. With our wisdom, with our understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches. With everything that black people know in America, every single thing has been stolen from us, every invention, etc. Right? Haiti, my family is from Haiti, the tribe of Levi. We literally made France the richest empire in the world through our mass production of sugarcane and coffee and our enslavement. And did we become rich? Right? I'm gonna say Thumya, I'm in Facebook jail. Salakia, I'm gonna put it in Kabarium. You in Kabarium 2, right, Thumya? I'm gonna put it in Kabarium 2 so all the soldiers have access to it. If you're not currently in Kabarium 2, I'm gonna put it in there, get it off a brother that's in there. He was reaching deep. And I listen, RL, that's the cold thing. And I let the nigga do it because I was just trying to give brothers an opportunity to present their cause so we can comprehend it. You feel me? And this thanks I get. Moving on. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic, meaning you selling things, which is what the Canaanites are known for. By thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thy heart is lifted up because of thy riches. Please explain to me how this applies to a Negro in America. Exactly, this chestnut checkers. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, power, because thou hast set thy heart as the heart of God. Behold, therefore, I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations. This is talking about the Greeks. This all is fulfilled in Zechariah the 9th chapter during the time of Alexander's conquest of the Levant. This is all history. It's happened already. And I don't have to go extra biblical. It's in the Bible, man. Behold, therefore, I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, which is talking about the Greeks, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness. They shall bring thee down to the pit, and thou shalt die the deaths of them that are slain in the midst of the seas. Because literally, Alexander flanked the city of Tyrus and made them run into the sea, into the Mediterranean Sea, where they died. This is literally history that is elsewhere in biblical prophecy in Zechariah 9. So what the hell are you talking about? But if your granddaddy black, like you say, and the black people are the Canaanite, nigga, you're a Canaanite. Now what? See, but what you've done is create a doctrine that is appeasing to Latinos who are sick and tired of being vexed by the Southern Kingdom. And now this is finally your opportunity to get people to follow you. So now this is what you're pushing. All praise Yahweh Hashem Yahushua for revealing you as the demon you are. They shall bring thee down to the pit, and thou shalt die the deaths of them that are slain in the midst of the seas. This literally occurred. Y'all can look this up. And we've done videos on this before. Wilt thou yet say before him that slayeth thee, I am God? They was going to tell Alexander he is God, that he was that they were God. But thou shalt be a man and no God in the hand of him that slayeth thee. Thou shalt die the deaths of the uncircumcised by the hand of the strangers, the Greeks. For I have spoken it, saith Yahweh, power. That's what that's talking about. It ain't talking about nothing else that you tried to force fit it, and it was laughable. It was so laughable. It didn't even truthfully, I wasn't going to dignify it with the response. I wasn't going to dignify it. But you know, all praise Yahweh Shemel Shah again. Ultimately, this was Yahweh. This was just a vessel. The Most High was sick of your lies, nigga. He was sick of it. And I was cool with you. But you want to backbite, double tongue, cool. You see what Yahweh just did, right? And on that same video I played where you talking about the Israelites are black, which you again disagree with now. In that same video, you talk about the fact that Yahweh is not going to give you wisdom unless you become humble. Get your ass humble, man. The massacre at Tyre, matter of fact, let me pull it up. Siege of Tyre. This is 332 BC, not now. The siege of Tyre was orchestrated by Alexander the Great in 332 BC during his campaigns against the Persians. The Macedonian army was unable to capture the city, which was a strategic coastal base on the Mediterranean Sea through conventional means because it was on an island and had walls right up the sea. Alexander, because that's how wise they were. They built it to where it was very hard to attack. Alexander responded to this problem by first blockading and besieging Tyre for 7 months, and then by building a causeway that allowed him to breach the fortifications. It is said that Alexander was so enraged at the Tyrians' defense of their city and the loss of his men that he destroyed half the city. According to Arrian, 8,000 Tyrian civilians were massacred after the city fell. Alexander granted pardon to all who had sought sanctuary, safety in the temple, including Asmiculus and his family, as well as nobles. 3,000 residents and foreigners, mainly women and children, were sold into slavery. Hold on. Background. The siege. Watch this. Watch, I'm gonna find a point real quick. Hold on, right here. Right here. See, because basically it's documenting how they were fighting in the sea. So this immediately gave him command of a fleet of 80 ships. This development coincided also the arrival of 120 war galleys sent by the king of Cyprus, who had heard of his victories and wished to join him. With the arrival of another 23 ships from the Greek city-states of Iona or Ionia, Alexander had 223 galleys under his command, giving him command of the sea. So they fought in the sea, right, with 223 galleys. With his fleet, Alexander's forces sailed on Tyre and quickly blockaded both ports with his superior numbers. Alexander had several of the slower galleys and few barges refitted with battering rams. Finding large underwater blocks of stone kept the rams from reaching the wall. Alexander had them remove and crane ships, etc. So basically, they were fighting in the sea. That's what it talks about. They're going to die in the sea. Watch this. Watch this. Okay, so remember, it says this. Verse 8, right? They shall bring thee down to the pit, and thou shalt die the deaths of them that are slain in the midst of the seas, right? It says, according to Quintus Curtius Rufus, 6,000 fighting men were killed within the city, and 2,000 Tyrians were crucified on the beach. You see that? That's point blank, period, brother. That's game, set, and match. All praise Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. There you go. You're crucified on the beach. Yeah, it's on Yahweh's time, man. All praise Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. I can't say it enough. You want to answer this question? Why did Philip baptize the Ethiopian? He was a brother that was living in Ethiopia. He wasn't, in fact, an Ethiopian. It's who, Captain Tazapane? If Captain's in here, I'll be surprised. He's probably at work right now, actually. Hey, Shalom, Dante. Don't let these devils work you too hard, King. Yeah, Michael, it's crazy, man, because I was kind of getting tired. I was doing some studying. I was kind of getting tired. And then Deep called me with this, and then I said, you know what? Let me put it together and do it. This stuff be crazy, bro. Salakia. All praises, D-Mac. Qana, according to what he said, his father is Negro. His father is a Negro descendant that mingled with various peoples of Mexico and New Mexico. Well, Caesar, I wouldn't say camps. I would say like these non camp, like these Negro only guys. A lot of Negro only guys love the white man. Now Arabs are not Israel; they're Ishmaelites predominantly. Tombs, you know how it go down, brother, through the spirit and power and by the will of Yahweh, by Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shah. Which video, Michael? Man, the Most High not dealing with them. D real quick question is new moon dark or present. I say it's dark. I'll say it's dark. Azrael. But there's dispute on that. But I have the reason why I say it's dark is because I look at the waning crescent as it's going out as a day of preparation when the trumpet will be blown to let us know that the following night will be the dark moon. You see, but other people are going off of we don't know it's new until the light comes. So it's there's some dispute on that, and that's a conversation that needs to be had. Yeah, we do the dark moon as well. All praises, Elaniah, and more blessings to your husband, and I hope them devils don't work him too hard. Qana Caesar. Yeah, Seattle. Oh yeah, Seattle. Don't worry about it. They're gonna get that clip smooth together. James 1:13. Hold on. I got you. 1 second. Matthew. Hold on. What we gotta understand is that how certain things are worded. Salakia. How certain things are worded. A lot of time when they say Yahweh don't do something, it means by his right hand. Right? Hold on. Matthew 4:1. Well, yeah, it said he was tempted of the devil. So of course they don't contradict, they go together. Because this says, let no man, when he is tempted, say he is tempted by God. You mean when it say, hold on. But every man is tempted when he's drawn away by his own lust. Is it because that's how the devil works? He tempts you with your own lust, with what you like. That's how his temptation works. I turned to the Most High 10 years ago. That's when I started my walk. Well, I don't know, because according to him, he's black. No, I was not raised with this knowledge. Yeah, that's right, Thousand Point. Yeah, because according to him, he's black. I just showed it. It's crazy. We're dealing with madness, orphan. Spin it back from the beginning. Contham, y'all. Man, you already know. I don't know about that, Mike, but he's certainly off. Because they weren't held to the standard of Israel at that time because they didn't grow up in Israel. See, and they weren't living in Israel. Good question, Jeanette. You got to try to switch your schedule, D-Mac. All praises, Christopher. Glad we was able to give you some edification while you was on the clock. All praise Yahweh Shem Yahushai and Yahweh Shem Yahushai Barakatah wa Shalom. Yeah, he denied the king. Hopefully soon, Hashi. It's always a method, Tazapanya, man. You know, all praise Yahweh Shem Yahushai. War is something that I won't say I love, but it's something I do. I'll say that. I love peace, and I would prefer peace. And Yahweh told us in the Torah, before you go to war, declare peace. But if they refuse your peace, go on ahead and get out. Well, it is a lineage issue, but there are generalizations with lineage that make it the black and white. We operate in this color-based world, so that's why that terminology is utilized. People don't understand lineage, nationality all the time, so when they come, we introduce the concepts to them, but typically they look at things black and white, so we speak to people in terms that they can understand. Okay? Now, Shaka Zulu is a damn heathen, and yes, we believe in reincarnation. The original Iberians were Israelites. That's what Iberia means, Hebrew. Same like Ivory Coast is just meaning Hebrew coast. Oh, like James Brown, you know it's a telltale sign, King. All right, going ahead, sheepskin. Shalom. That's right, numbers 24 and 27 every day. That way you damn right, Michael. There's no crime. And as Yahweh said, those my enemies which would not that I should reign over him, bring hither and slay them before me. So Yahweh gave that to his son to be the king, and we're supposed to fight for the king, just like when he set up David, the ancestor of Yahweh. We're supposed to fight for him. D Moore, we affiliate with a lot of camps: House of David, House of Israel, AOC, Lions of Israel, Watchmen for Israel. You know what I mean? A lot of brothers. So check them out. Nah, but I've been to Harrisburg, man. I hate that piece of garbage. I'll be honest with you. Get out of there. It's like it. No, Ezekiel 29 is talking about Egypt, not literally Leviathan. Egypt is called Leviathan. What do we got we got Virginia right now. D-Real. Send us an email. Go to our website and hit our contact form. The IUIC March, I think it was good. I think it was beautiful to show that many brothers, but it also was a reminder we still got a lot of work to do, because that's 800 brothers, and that's the first time that we've heard of something like that, 800 brothers in the truth being assembled. We're looking to get 12,000 to each tribe, though, so we got a lot of work to do, so let's do the work. That's right, D-Mac. That's what we banging for. That's what we banging for, man. I hung up my flag and picked up that Bible, brother. And I'm banging, I'm pressing a hard line through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You already know, Tazapanya. Hebrews in the hood, man. All I know is that nigga saying what he said. I don't know. Did you see the screenshots? His granddaddy is black, according to him. We don't got nobody in Boston except a contest winner that's out there in Boston. Shout out to that brother. See, but he's running from it now, or I wouldn't say he's running from it, but he's concealing it because his little minions now. He's basically, what he's doing is capitalizing off of the Latinos being mad that you have such a large segment of blacks that don't want to accept him. So he's trying to heat them to follow him by pushing this Latino supremacy thing. You see? But according to what he has on record, Latinos come from black people, and he himself comes from a black man. I'm in Dallas, so it's 6 almost, but I'm on West Coast time. My body is. I'm always on West Coast time, King. Yeah, D-Mac. What part of town you from, D-Mac? You know we was just in the beach like a couple weeks ago. But James, what's cold is on that video I just played, he goes on to talk about the Israelites were burnt brass, a dark golden brown. Oh, Omar moved the floor. Okay. That's what we got to do, Mike. Oh, you out of Compton. Okay, that's beautiful, brother. We was just, because look, let me tell you something. Like I just did it on my podcast, but they picked me up from LAX because, I moved out here to Texas. I hopped in the driver's seat, man, and I took niggas on the ghetto ride. I got on that 105, hopped off at Long Beach Boulevard, rode niggas in through Compton. Okay, Palmer, we drove past Palmer, but we wasn't right there. We was more so, over there in the Mobs, the Elms, and the Santanas, and then going into Northside Long Beach. You already know, the landscape, but we wasn't too far. Yes, sir. Exactly, Azaziah. Divide and conquer, man. And we're going to continually work through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh to combat that, man, because it's evil as hell, quite frankly. And it's stifling rather the growth of the nation. No, there's not a lot of a Negro-only camps. It's Negro-only individualites, man. We got brothers in Arizona orphan. So if you hit the email, we can plug you in. Way to get a shirt is to make rank out. Of course, the Russian icons were certainly originally dark images. All praise Yahweh. Shit, me too. And hey, look, I wish I knew 30 years ago, and I'm only 27. All praise Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Barakatah, Soldier Tham Yah. Don't let them devils work you too hard, King. Tazapanya, get an email for or the brother Orphan. Yahweh's one cool. I'm getting ready to end it in a second. I just want to interact with y'all. Tazapanya, spam the email a couple times, King, and I'm gonna get up out of here. I probably might go live later. We observe the Feast of Tabernacles at Sunfall, so we're gonna be at the campground. So we won't be going live from there. So I might do it before we leave out for that, because we probably won't be live. We should be doing Nightmare on Elm Street tonight, midnight at on Elm and Malcolm X and Deep Ellum here in Dallas. But it probably won't be live because the live been having so many problems. I'm just gonna record it and just put it up. That's right, Michael. Tazapanya, man. Tazapanya, put the email out so brothers can get it. All right, Shalom, sis. All praise Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Because you got to earn them shirts, Mike. Shalom, Daniel Allah. I mean, you're not required to, but it should come naturally. Khan, Azaziah. I'm just a servant to my God, King and Nation, Azar all. Deacon's head is not shaved bald. Deacon is bald. He has male pattern baldness. So that's why the front of his head looks so shiny. The Most High took all that hair from the front of his head. If you look at the back, you'll see his hair stubbed, but it's there. For sure, Azriel, just get with me. You already know. The water task. It's that cat. That's right, Dark Blade. To help him, I mean, it's not necessarily wrong to help somebody who's not an Israelite. That's true, James. I mean, you got some historical sources. Some may be good, some not so much. Yeah, you already know him with the boycott. I boycotted last year. I'll boycott this year. The Nicaea Council was a council where they debated Christological positions, whether it be what's called Trinitarianism, Binitarianism, and Arianism. And they decided to follow Trinitarianism, which was wrong. Arianism was the correct understanding, the correct Christological position. Tazapanya, you're not going to put the email out. You're going to have 100 push-ups if you don't get this email in there. I'm trying to get the hell off. And follow our Instagram at Exodus1715. You did? All right, long as the brother got it. Do it again. Mike, I've been trying to be cool with everybody, man, but I see you how we got another thing coming, man. So we'll see. No, Esau is not your neighbor. Your neighbor are fellow blacks, Hispanics, and read Leviticus 19:17 to 18, and it'll tell you your neighbors, your children, your people. Nah, I ain't watched that battle. What I think about Turkey dropping $1, I praise you. How about Shem Yahushua? Things are happening the way they're supposed to. It's getting, man, it's getting close. It's getting hella close. All Nigerians are not Igbos. There is a tribe in Nigeria who identify themselves as Igbo, though. All praise Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Do I know Ariah went off? Of course I know Ariah went off. I've spoken more boldly about Ariah than a lot of people. So I'm very well familiar. Look, Orphan. Let me type it. See what I'm saying, Tazapanya? You got push-ups coming, man. On off. See that? I just type the email, Orphan. Get that right there. And let me know when you have it so I can get the hell up off of here. And curse Tazapanya. Wheat and the tares. Tares are Edomites who appear to look like Israelites, who have came in through rape and other means. So they look like Israel, but they're not Israel. Nah, but you haven't put it since he in. That's why I told you. That's why I keep telling you to put it in, because it's newer people who ain't see it. Yeah, black people are the real Israelites, along with the Amerindians of North, Central, and South America, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. It's important for a brother to do the work of God. So you may not necessarily have to join a camp that exists now, but you have to do the work of God. So you may have to start your own camp. So I'm not telling you you have to join somebody, but what I am telling you is you have to hit these streets and preach the word. And you can learn from everybody and, let the Spirit guide you to teach what you feel is right. But the work got to be done. So you can do it by yourself, or start your own camp, or join an existing camp. Either way, do the work. That's damn right, Ronan Midori. Yeah, that's the workings of the Most High, Mikey D. The Bible says, had there been evil in the city and Yahweh not done it? So that's a rhetorical question showing you that the Most High is doing that. Hurricanes, mudslides, etc. Yeah. That's a good question, Azaziah. All right, Orphan. All right, I'm out. Orphan got it. Damn it, I'm gone. See y'all later. All praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, and Shalom.